Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We've got a not too big of a haul of Marvel books this week. Sadly, no image books. Don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, let's kick things off with Cable, Love and Chrome, #1. So, it's Cable. Time travel, as the tagline on the cover says, Time's Foot Soldier. And so, the issue opens during the Second Roxxon War. And Cable is dealing with a group known as Surtur's Angels, as Guardian Death Cult looking to start their own personal Ragnarok. And they've stolen time travel technology, which makes it Cable's problem. And they have him strapped to a runaway sentinel. But he's got him right where he wants them. The Surtur's Angels blow up. He fights off some of them, and ends up dealing with armored and masked enemy known as Cicada. Cicada is able to somewhat disrupt Cable's TO virus, but and he's gonna set off their plan. The Ragnarok's Angels, the plan of the Ragnarok's or Surtur's Angels, and time travel. Cable manages to time travel. He ends up in Salvation Bay, which is where we caught up with him in last week's Time Slot one shot. This is where Cable meets Avery, and he's surprised to see someone like him. But Salvation Bay is, by and large, kind of a shanty town. People with the TO virus are basically vaping what appears something called Spark. It's probably a painkiller of some type. But they have to deal with the Conclave. And Conclave attacks. Avery and Cable arm up and deal with them. And Cable likes her. And it seems that Avery likes him, so. And they actually make a good, decent team. However, as they're somewhat celebrating a victory against the Conclave, Cicada is watching Cable from the shadows. And he says after everything Cable's costs him, he's going to wipe Cable from the pages of history. And that is where the issue ends. Strong opening. It's a miniseries, but either way, strong opening. I'm just happy to see Cable having his own series, even just for 5 issues, 5 or 6 issues probably. But moving on to our next book, we've got X Factor #6. Where we left off, X Factor was ordered to comply publicly publicly comply with basically Mutant Registration Act, a new version of the Mutant Registration Act, and they were also supposed to take care of. Do a prisoner transfer from a member of Mutant Underground, McLeod, and however, McLeod had managed to facilitate an escape thanks to the fact that a smart refrigerator was placed in it. Was hooked up in his cell. X-Term came to exfiltrate him, and also turned out that Frenzy was a member of, or was leaking information to the Mutant Underground, and the Mutant Underground had actually kind of saved X Factor's asses. However, Oscar, Cecilia Reyes' boyfriend, had been killed in the attack by X-Term. But it turns out that Darkstar, the leader of X-Term, is now the ONE's prisoner. And some footage of her battle heroics ended up on Click Clock, and so it's being suggested that General roll with this. But Frenzy's kicked off the team, and no skin off her nose. She's got at least 3 solid offers from dog breeders. So, but McLeod had actually managed to escape, and there's a. See, there's in the military base. There's a top secret room, and it's pretty much their their ace in the hole, as it were. Havoc and Polaris catch up. She saved him, and Alex does feel, Havoc feels bad for having betrayed Lorna, but the more militant members of the Mutant Underground had taken Lorna and Bruin prisoner in the hopes of, executing them. But, they pretty much just based out everything that, all their operations off of things they saw on TV. So, they were able, it was kind of easy to just, get around the Mutant Underground. And in fact, Lorna ended up being asked to lead the Mutant Underground. But it turns out that Bruin had been on Krakoa. He was guarding he was helping to guard the official record center of Krakoa, along with a mutant by the name of Jovius. Jovius convinced Bruin to run, and seemingly had sacrificed himself to destroy the record center and keep the identities of every mutant from out of the hands of humans. But so once again, having employers split up, and back at the X Factor base, Celia's grieving Oscar. Pyro tries to help her, tries to talk to her, and actually, manages, seems to, at least get through, he's being sincere, and then Havoc comes to them, and says they're going home. When Cecilia asks where that is, Havoc simply says that he doesn't know, but they'll find it. But the team says they're done. They're done for the day because, well, they're grieving a teammate, and the general doesn't agree. So, but the rest of the team doesn't care, and they walk away, taking the jet. And it turns out that Jovius was not exactly the honorable mutant that Bruin thought he was. Bruin has idealized him as he managed to take the records of every mutant and get them to ONE, and is under lock and key there to for his protection. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. I feel like the tone is changing. The tone of the book is changing little by little, and for the better. But to see it though, where things are going with the rest of the team pretty much quitting, aside from Zyber and Granny Smite, at least. But anyways, moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got X-Force number 7. Where we left off, Forge and Sage had potentially managed to find the cause of the fissures. A woman named Corazon Estrada, alter ego El Diablo. And, well, El Diablo just didn't like being found out, so she went after X-Force. The issue opens, though, with Rachel and Betsy getting in sync with one another, and also basically in their happy place. Their happy place, which is well, in the case of Rachel, it's the lighthouse that was originally the base of operations for Excalibur. But they're joined by various mental projections of Rachel at various points in her life, including her time as Mother Ascani. And it's all in the hopes of helping Rachel be able to heal from her psychic healing, psychically healing herself after the events of Fall of the House of X, in which she was technically killed. But then El Diablo shows up. And basically makes it just Rachel, Betsy, and her. And She puts an alchemical hex on. She's doing an alchemical hex on Rachel, and so Forge. Now that we caught up with last issue, Forge manages to come up with put something together to help him and Betsy, well, basically rescue Rachel, calling upon his training as a shaman, and but Betsy and El Diablo duke it out on the astral plane, and it seems that they're able to they've managed to defeat El Diablo, it seems. But the ship is suddenly attacked. I say it seems as the ship is suddenly attacked by the entrance of former teammate of Perturban on the team, Colossus. As he says that he hopes that their X-Force is happy to see them because it's time to die. And that is where the issue ends. Okay. It's nice to finally see Colossus. Well, I'm pretty sure we kind of sort of saw him a few months back in X-Men. See, as likely he's most likely the text message chess opponent that Magic has. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.